Last time, Napoleon wins the battle, loses the war anyway. But this time, Austria and Russia deliver the final blow, not Britain. That one change rewrites everything that happens next. In our history, the peace terms were already set. The Congress of Vienna wrapped up just days before Waterloo. Napoleon's 100 Days was him breaking that peace. So this time, the powers don't just tidy up an existing settlement. They have to write a second one, from a much angrier position. France rose twice. That changes the tone completely. Expect harsher terms than the real Second Treaty of Paris, deeper territorial losses, a larger war indemnity, a longer foreign occupation to make sure it doesn't happen a third time. And the succession question gets messy. Does Napoleon go into exile again, or somewhere more permanent this time? Does his young son, Napoleon II, get installed as a controlled figurehead? Or do external powers force the Bourbons back onto a throne nobody in France actually still wants? Some historians think this version of France is genuinely at risk of civil war, a fight not just over who rules, but over what France even is anymore, fought while foreign armies are still occupying half the country. Meanwhile, Austria walks away the biggest winner in Europe. They delivered the final blow. That buys them leverage over Prussia, over the German states, over how the rest of the continent gets carved up. And that leverage matters for one specific reason. A stronger, more paranoid Austria has every incentive to keep the German states fragmented, not unified. No single dominant Prussia. No clear path to a unified Germany the way it happened in our timeline decades later in 1871. Britain, meanwhile, isn't at that negotiating table fighting for territory in Europe. They're quietly cementing global dominance elsewhere, picking up French colonial holdings while the continent is consumed with itself. So 10 years out from Waterloo, around 1825, you've got a France still recovering from internal fracture, an Austria more powerful than it ever was in our history, a Germany kept deliberately fragmented, and a Britain even further ahead globally than it actually was. That's 10 years, but every one of those changes keeps compounding for the next 200. In Part 3, we go all the way to today and ask what 2026 looks like in a world where Germany never unified the way we know it. Fair warning, this is where history ends and speculation begins.